Hey guys, this is DFD, aka Dark Frozen Depths, back with another video, but this one's more for like updates and all that. So, first off, I'm gonna get this out the way. I have a cat fantasy video I just uploaded. Check that out if you want. That's a newer gacha game I'm kind of getting into. But the thing is, though, too, it's also gotten copyright claimed. I'm already disputing that claim because one of the songs that's used in there just comes from normal gameplay anyway. So that kind of like would kill a good number of recordings anybody does for that. So that said, I am disputing that claim, but check that out if you want. But I am going to get into the Kamihime project stuff. I want to give an update on first because that's the one thing that people tend to watch the most. When it comes to other things I try to branch out to, not too much attention span on them or anything, and it's kind of sad. But getting into the Kamihime project stuff, I am going to get back to making guide videos, but I have to address which ones because first off, I am long overdue for doing guide videos on the raids. That's because of the fact that I kind of just stopped in the middle of the malicious raids a long while back. I think it's been years. And then I just never got around to it again. I am going to go back and do that. I might even redo a few of them because some of the stuff has changed, like the HP counts and all that. But basically I will be doing that. I honestly don't fully know how the Malicious Plus raids work. I got a general idea of some of the stuff they share and a slight bit of the finer nuances, like with the light and the dark one. But generally, I do know that when it comes to those raids, you have to get a lot of normal attacks off, or ability uses off, or bursts off. It can be across turns as well, and you would want to do that for before you get absolutely obliterated by the red gear effect after the boss transforms, because it can do a lot of damage. But other than that, it's like I don't know too much about the Malicious Plus raids, if you want to be honest. I mean, I have been clearing them. I've gotten 3 like 5-star soul weapons, which is Final Break 2 or Ultimate Limit Break / ULB if you want to call it that. But I've gotten 3 of them, so I have been grinding. But they're all on light, though. I haven't really done anything with the other elements because I kind of want to just save up materials. But there's that. I'd have to break down what some of these weapons do, too, because there's some newer stuff along the way. I kind of want to put that on hold until after the versatility weapons hit, because I want to really go over them versatility weapons. They're very, very good. So there's that. But in the case of the videos I was doing about the malicious element caves, I may not end up finishing those because I have to find something out before I continue. Because on my Discord, I noticed that somebody was playing the JP side, and one of the raids I had already covered had different mechanics. So if that's true, I can't really do static guide videos from that because it's just going to change the mechanics the next time it runs around. So I don't know. I'm going to have to double check that. But there's that. Of course, I'm going to do some stuff with the newer content that's coming out because there's going to be a few more events that come out. I know on the Japanese side they have something called the Observer Battle, which is another Union event. They have this Orc Raid thing. They have now something to replace Tower, but we don't get that for a long period of time. It's going to end up being like it's kind of like doing a Union event but solo, because you beat the bosses and then you just get stronger. But there's a few of those. So yeah, I'm going to still keep at the Kamihime project videos and all that. The only thing you probably won't see is like guide videos on events because, like I said a long time ago, that's kind of stopped. I don't get too much info on that. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't really do too much on that one. Same thing with heroic battles too. In fact, I'm still looking into how the Eve EX boss works, because that's going to be a big one. The malicious EX bosses are very, very difficult. So that said, I'm going to have to probably do a guide for those because it's not like the other ones. The other ones feel like heroic fights, the extreme difficulty, but malicious EX bosses, they are the hardest content in the game. Because even the new raid that we're going to get, which is higher than Malicious Plus, isn't going to have as much HP. And that's one of the many things. So, yeah. And EX bosses you have to do alone. But anyways, the next thing I want to get into, which kind of relates to what's on screen. This is one of the designs of one of the characters I have for Crisscross Chronicles, which is a game I've been working on for God knows how long at this point. Honestly, I can't even give too many promises with this. I am still working on this thing. It's just horrendously slow, because there's a few times something happened and I had it on hiatus. There's a few times I'm getting stuck on trying to make something in the game. It's like progress is just at a crawl. And then keep this one thing in mind, that I'm doing this and the YouTube channel and quite a few things all on my own. Like literally no help. Literally just one-man job. Like, I did manage to have somebody draw this for me, like, and I really, truly appreciate them for it. It's just the fact that I haven't really been able to use this. And it's kind of sad. I mean, I really like Narissa's design and everything. She's kind of become like the poster girl for the game. But if you even look at the date, it says 2021, and that's like 3 years ago. So, yeah. But, the thing is, though, it's like, I'm still trying to work on it. I just have literally no promises when it's going to come out. I mean, when I do get a little bit more progress on the programming thing, I will have another video gameplay, but it's still like pretty much alpha stage. I got a lot of things planned and all that. And there's some things I can work around too and actually program now, like some storyline stuff and all that. It's just specific things about it I just can't seem to grasp, because one, I'm not too big on the programming side. I'd have to learn how to do that. And then two, despite this being for RPG Maker, it's still the fact that it uses things like plugins and scripts and all that, and I'd have to learn how to JavaScript and all that if I want to fix it myself. Otherwise, I have to try and find out, okay, this person did this one, and I got to find out the info from them. Some things just aren't working right, and I got a lot of those in there, so it's a little bit of a mess, I'm not going to lie. But, I still technically do have I'm not even going to call it a beta, it's pretty much an alpha demo at this point. But I still have a previous demo of that. If anybody's interested, just mention it in the comments. I'll leave a link or whatever, because but just remember that it came out a long time ago, and I'm still, for the most part, kind of stuck. I am still working on it though, because regardless of how long it's going to take, I'm going to try to finish it. But that's just how it is with the Crisscross Chronicles stuff. It's just like I have a lot of ideas, I have a lot of plans for it. It's just the fact that I can't execute them, because it's one thing after another, and I'm only one person working on this entire thing. So there's that. In fact, if anybody's seen the AI art designs, I honestly want to try and get an artist to actually do those characters, because I don't want to use AI art if I don't have to. I will if I have to, but I prefer somebody to draw it for me, not like whole AI art thing. Because as much as somebody would want to try and say, well, why don't you learn how to draw yourself? I do know how to draw places. Drawing characters is beyond me. So yeah, I suck at drawing characters. I can draw places, I just can't draw characters. But that's just how it is. Like, some people just don't have a talent for some things. But anyways, there's that. Also, when it comes to other games too, I want to mention, like, I haven't really touched Twinkle Star Nights, Flower Night Girl, and Art World for like over a month now, but I still want to get back into them. I just don't know when. So no promises on that stuff, unfortunately. I keep mentioning this one game called Tevi that I've been trying to get into. I have not started it at all yet, because I want to try and do a completely blind playthrough when I record it. I am going to try and push myself to get that out soon. It's just that I can't guarantee exactly when. It's probably going to end up being right after I finish something else too. But yeah, I'm going to try and start uploading Tevi gameplay and all that, because if you've seen my Rabby Ribby videos, which is like a long time ago, Tevi is basically like a spiritual successor to that. It's like, it's made by the same people, in fact, but it's not exactly a sequel either. So there's that. But there's still other things I want to sit and get into as well. I've seen some games that came out recently that I want to get my hands on. I just don't have the money for it right now. But there was Metaphor Reef Fantasio. There's another game that I've seen from a virtual YouTuber that they stream called the Spell Brigade. I can probably get that pretty soon, but it's not one of my top priorities. Sonic X Shadow Generations just came out. I kind of want to play that too. It's just a lot. And then this is another thing that's kind of leading into a few things as well, because I can talk about it on this part. I have streamed some games before. Like, I have a lot of stuff I could really sit up and stream off my PlayStation 4 if you really want to be honest. I just want to know how interested people are in that because I'm not going to try and sit back and stream it and then only like 2 or 3 people watch it again. Like if I notice something is not getting that many views and all that, I'm probably not going to put too much effort in it, guys. That's one thing I want to say. And it's like I'm not blaming anybody or anything like that. I mean, it's just the fact that it's like I kind of need a little bit of incentive. That's all I'm really saying. So that said, it's like if I really could, I could stream at the YouTube. I can even stream at the Twitch. I have a Twitch. I just don't do anything with that Twitch but watch other Twitch people. So maybe I can start making moves on Twitch. I just don't have any mods or anything too. It's like there's a lot of stuff that's just it's like a lot of stuff I want to do, but either I can't do or I don't see too much point in it. That's how it all boils down. And that's kind of the sad thing about it. I mean, I'm not that big of a YouTuber. I have like 2,000 like 500 subscribers, like 2,600 actually, and it's like 10 away from 2,700. But the thing is, though, it's still small, very small, compared to a lot of other stuff. I've even gotten into the virtual YouTuber thing lately, if it hasn't been obvious. And I'm seeing a few of them just skyrocket past me very, very quickly. Like, that's just it. Like, I'm small, and I don't seem to be growing. Now, part of it might be on my end, because I know I probably need, like, some better stuff, like a better mic, learn how to record some stuff better, and then on top of that, too, maybe get into some streaming things. I just don't know how to work OBS, so I'll learn that eventually. But the thing is, though, it's like there's a lot I want to do, but at the same time, it's like it's a matter of the execution, if that makes sense. Then on top of that, too, is the fact that it's like, again, I may or may not have too much stuff on my plate. It's kind of what a few of these previous videos have mentioned or whatever. It's like I might be going into too many things at once. Who knows? And speaking of which, too, one last thing. I have been working on something that is like a fan fiction for one of the virtual YouTubers I really do like. I mean, she's become my favorite, and it's one on Necrolina. You've probably seen a few videos I've posted about her, but it's one on Necrolina, and it's almost done. So that's at least one thing out the way because I've done 20 chapters, and there's supposed to be 3 more left. It was originally going to be 21 chapters, but I noticed that the final part needed to be a little bit longer, so 23. So after that's done, I will leave the links for that at some point. It will just probably be permanently in my descriptions and all that. I will leave the links for that because I'm planning on having it fully uploaded to Wattpad. Most of it is there if you really want to try and search for it. And All of Your Own is the other fanfiction site I've heard of, so I have that account, haven't posted it. But yeah, I've done a fanfiction of that. Maybe I might do other stuff with the fanfictions, because honestly, something in the back of my mind, if I did continue a fanfiction of the virtual YouTubers and all that, I'd start introducing more than just Necrolina into the mix, and kind of make it like a multiverse type thing. I just don't know how I'd go about it if I ever get that far. I want to finish one thing at a time, though. So, the Necrolina thing's almost done. Just giving anybody a heads up if that does interest you. So, you may find it on her, because I'm on her Discord too. I'm on a few VTuber Discords. But you'll find it on Necrolina's Discord. And you might find it other places as well, so there's that. But I'm not posting it on any of my YouTube stuff until it's done. So, there you go. Kind of the same case with what's on screen right now. Like, this is from Crisscross Chronicles. This is something that, again, I really love how somebody drew this. Like, I'm not fully mentioning their names, but they know who they are. They're on my Union Discord for Kamihime Project as well. They just don't play the game anymore. But yeah, I still really appreciate this, and it's like even if somehow this game does never come out, I still love this drawing, and I still love how it has a vision of what I imagine one of my 4 main characters to look like. So yeah, it's not a full-blown design of it, but it's very close. But yeah, that's kind of just it. I'm still taking things slowly as much as I can anyway, and I'm trying to keep it within the realm of like reasonable amount of things to work on. So there's that. But yeah, that's basically just it. But sorry if this is a lot to trying to like talk about within like a roughly 16-ish minute video, but that's all I want as a sip and say. I just want to give people a heads up on that. In fact, some people probably don't even look at this unless I put Kamihime Project in the title again. For some reason, I get some very quick views on Kamihime Project, but anything else is just like slow to a crawl or whatever. I don't know, but but hey, at the end of the day, watch what interests you. That's all I gotta sip and say. For the most part, I'm still doing YouTube as a hobby, anyways. Like if I'm going to get serious about it, I need to see that subscriber count hit 5,000 at least, because then I will start making a business email and everything else. But anyways, that's all for this. More is going to come soon, and like I said, just look forward to quite a few things if you want to be honest. But the main thing, Kamihime Project, still continuing and all that for me. But that's all for now, guys. More will come soon, and take care.